Welcome to Vital Life Stories. Today, we discover why the wisest souls often choose silence over the noise of constant speech. In a bustling ancient village, there lived a young scholar named Leo, who believed his words were precious gifts to the world. He loved the sound of his own voice, constantly interrupting others to prove his superior intellect and vast knowledge of everything. People often grew tired of his endless lectures, for he listened to no one, believing he already knew all the answers. One day, Leo heard of a wise master named Zenji living atop the high mountain, famous for his profound and deep silence. Determined to impress the master with his knowledge, Leo began the steep climb, rehearsing the brilliant arguments he would soon deliver. Upon reaching the summit, he found Master Zenji sitting quietly by a small pond, looking as still as a stone statue. Without waiting for a greeting, Leo began to speak, reciting ancient texts and theories, eager to show off his sharp mind. The master did not interrupt or nod. He simply gazed at the water, his presence radiating a calm that Leo ignored. Frustrated by the silence, Leo raised his voice, asking why the master would not engage in a debate of great intellect. Finally, the master stood up, placed a finger to his lips, and gestured for the young man to look at the pond. The water was perfectly still, acting as a flawless mirror that reflected the blue sky and the drifting white clouds above. Suddenly, the master threw a small pebble into the water. Ripples shattered the image, twisting the sky into a chaotic mess. He turned to Leo and set a challenge. Remain completely silent and do not speak a word until the water becomes still again. Leo sat down with great reluctance. His mind was racing with questions and complaints, but he forced his lips to stay sealed. The first few minutes felt like hours. His internal monologue was screaming, urging him to break the silence and assert his opinion. But as time passed, the chaos in his mind began to settle. He started to hear the wind whispering through the trees. He noticed the delicate sound of a falling leaf, a detail he had always missed while being too busy hearing himself speak. The sun began to set, casting a golden glow. Leo's breathing slowed down, and a strange, profound peace washed over his spirit. When he opened his eyes, the pond was once again a perfect mirror, reflecting the magnificent colors of the evening sky. The master looked at him with a gentle smile and finally broke his silence, speaking in a voice that was calm and deep. He explained that when the water is agitated, it distorts reality. But when it is still, it reflects the world exactly as is. Leo realized his mind had been like the rippling water, too noisy to see the truth. Silence was not emptiness, but clarity. He descended the mountain not as a conqueror, but as a student of life. His steps were slower, lighter, and more purposeful. Upon returning to the village, he encountered a group of men arguing fiercely, their faces red with anger over a trivial matter. The old Leo would have jumped into the fray to correct them, but the new Leo simply stood there, listening and observing. His stillness was contagious. The men, sensing his calm presence, slowly lowered their voices and turned to look at him, expecting judgment. Instead of a lecture, Leo spoke only one sentence that cut to the heart of the matter, resolving the conflict instantly. From that day on, Leo spoke less, but heard more. His words became rare gems that people waited eagerly to hear. We often mistake silence for weakness, thinking we must speak to be seen. But true power lies in the control of silence. When we are silent, we observe what others miss. We control our emotions, preventing words that can destroy relationships in seconds. Words spoken after deep reflection carry the weight of mountains. They are few in number, but infinite in their impact and value. Those who know much often speak little. for they understand the limits of words. Those who speak too much often understand little. Silence is the ultimate sign of self-control. It is the fortress where wisdom grows, protected from the chaos of the outside world. Practice silence in your own life. Listen twice as much as you speak, and watch how the world opens up to you. In the quiet, you will find your true strength. Let your silence speak louder than your words ever could. Be wise. Be still. Thank you for watching Vital Life Stories. Embrace the power of silence today, and let your wisdom speak through your actions.